very
If you can
sensitive.
hold it this way.
In our society, religious beliefs are a very sensitive topic, and we come across many people who blindly believe in things. So, how do we talk to them and ask them to think rationally instead of just believing in things?
See, there is no such thing as blind belief and seeing belief. Belief is only because you cannot see something. You don't believe things that you clearly see, isn't it? You see them. For example, do you believe that you have two hands or do you know that you have two hands? Huh? You know. Can somebody argue with you and prove to you that you have no two hands? If their argument becomes too overwhelming, one slap in the face, they know you got hands. Proof, the power of proof. But let's say I'm walking into trouble. Let's say if I ask you, do you believe in God? Some people say yes, some people say no. Why do you believe? Because you're not sincere enough to admit, I don't know, isn't it? The fact of the matter is, many things that we do not know, we believe. Because fundamentally, we've lost the sense of being straight or fundamental sense of integrity is not there in us. We believe things which we do not know. It is so wonderful and human of you to simply admit what you do not know as I do not know, isn't it? What I know, I know. What I do not know, I do not know. Isn't it wonderful? And I do not know is a tremendous possibility. Only when you see I do not know, the possibility of knowing arises in your life. The longing to know, the seeking to know and the possibility of knowing becomes a living reality in your life. And when you see I do not know, when you profoundly realize I do not know, you will have an awakened intelligence which is always on. If you believe something, immediately it'll go to sleep. For example, you're all architecture students. What do you think, is the planet round or flat? Tell me whatever you think, it's okay with me. Is this planet round or flat? Round? Flat? You from Bangalore? Bangalore, a book became popular, Earth is flat, you know. Is it round or flat? It's round. And the damn thing is spinning all the time. And you're not even on North Pole, you're at a certain latitude. If you look up, inevitably you're looking up in the wrong direction, isn't it? I'm talking about the Upar wala. You don't know what is Upar. Can you know? Do you know which side is up in this cosmos? Is it somewhere marked this side up? Are you capable of knowing which side is up? No. So you do not know which is up, but you know who is up. This is very dangerous. It's caused immense disturbance and hatred and violence and wars and all kinds. But it has its benefits because it's a very inexpensive psychiatry. When you feel shit scared of life, don't worry, God is with you. You feel good. If you have to go to psychiatric counseling, it's very expensive and you need a lot of furniture and it's inefficient, one-on-one. It's not like that. This can be dispensed, large scale, It is useful for people. So there's no point destroying it, that's what I'm saying. There's no point destroying religion, but you must transit from religion to responsibility, it's very important. Once your basic problems of fear and anxiety are handled, you must move from religion to responsibility. This entire movement is just this, to move people from religion to responsibility, from looking up to looking in. Because everything that a human being can explore is within, not up in the sky. Yes or no? If there is anything worthwhile, your joy and misery, your intelligence and stupidity, your nonsense and all the most valuable things, everything is within, isn't it so? If you don't explore this interiority and you're looking at the sky, sometimes the birds may decide to do something on your face. That could enlighten you. Yes. And right now, what's happened is, this… See, the problem is, this brain, this intelligence is new to you, it's still new. In the evolutionary scheme of things, if you look at it, since when your cerebral flower expanded like this, if you look at it, in terms of the life of this planet, it's just a few seconds before it came to action. So this intelligence is new, that's what you're struggling with. Your suffering, your pains, your stuff is simply because you have not come to terms with how to handle this intelligence. Once your intelligence turns against you, no force in the universe can save you, isn't it? So, religion is a certain phase of humanity where we are learning to handle and temper our own intelligence in a certain way. Is it bad? I don't think so. Is it good? Not at all. It is a question of individual need, where they are in their evolution. Accordingly, one must use it. But because intelligence is new, it hurts. This happened. Once, a pirate, you know pirate? You know pirates? Not today's modern Somalian pirates, they are different. They have no romance with them. The pirate, a classic pirate of the past, his name was Jack. He came to an Irish bar. He came, he had a wooden stump for a leg, one leg, and he had a hook for his right hand, and he had a eye patch. The bartender looked at him and said, "Hey Jack, what happened? Last time I saw you, you were fine. What happened to your leg?" He said, "You know, this stupid Her Majesty's service, they attacked our ship and the cannonball took away my leg. But no problem, our ship carpenter fixed up with this wooden leg. It's just doing great. I can even dance." Then he served him a drink and then asked, "What happened to your hand? Why this hook?" He said, "Once again, you know, I was in a sword fight. These days these idiots don't know sword should hit a sword, they hit my hand. And this hand went away, but no problem, our ship blacksmith fixed up this hook. It actually works better than the hand." Then served one more drink and asked, "But what happened to your eye?" "Oh, I was just trying to navigate the ship in the night, looking at the stars. A bird pooped in my face." So the bartender said, "Come on, bird poop can't take off your eyeball." "No, the hook was just 2 days old, you know." Right now, that's all that's happening. Your hook is just 2 days old, so you scratching yourself all over the place. This is the first thing you must learn, that you learn to handle your intelligence in such a way that it works for you, never against you, never against you. Right now, it's working against you. You may call it stress, you may call it anxiety, you may call it fear, you may call it insecurity, you may call it whatever the hell you want. But essentially, your intelligence is working against you, isn't it? If your intelligence works against you, there is no hope. You don't need any enemies. Most people don't need any enemies, they're just doing fine by themselves.